Greetings, AltSci viewers. Welcome to my first screencast. I think this is my first. Today I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've been working on. It's pattern2 0.5. It won't get released, but you can actually see the rough draft, the first version of pattern in the Rock Band 2 drum package that I released. It's kind of an interesting setup, and so I'll be showing you some interesting C code development that I've been working on. You can see on this screen here, I only have 80 gigs left out of my 758 gig home partition. You can guess where all that storage space is going to. Let's talk about pattern2. Pattern2 is an interesting system. It's going to be used in conjunction with the Rock Band 2 drum system that I wrote. It allows you to play drums in an interesting and unique way. The coolest thing about pattern2 is that it allows you to drum one thing and have something completely else, completely different, come out your speakers, which is the idea. So like you can drum, snare, hi-hat, and they'll play a guitar riff that may has 3 chords and then 5 melodies. So let's run it here. You can see here that pattern2 has a set of things. So let's put some input there, A, and you can see that it matches the first character of ABCD. When I type AB, it matches the first 2, ABC matches the first 3, ABCD matches the entire thing, which gives us the output. Are you sure? Question mark. You can see all that's in good shape. So you can see that when I type blah, there are 2 things that match blah, but in fact it does match. And when I type blah dah, it matches up to blah dah, and it outputs the value of blah dah. You can see that it's a very simple input-output system. Cool thing about this is that it's slightly more efficient than other systems. What it's doing is it's matching one string against multiple strings. The way to do that, if you're going to go with the most obvious route, would be to do a stir compare. Stir compare, let's bring up the man page. Stir compare compares 2 strings, and the efficiency of a stir compare is big O n times m, where m is the length of the match. And if you have a lot of things that match, which you will in a drum pattern, that's going to be pretty slow actually, especially if you have a very complex, a large number of patterns to match. Like if you have 500, they'll actually end up being 30 or 40 milliseconds. Even on a fast computer, it'd be enough to make your system not work. My system, of course, is big O. Big O. Less than n. It's actually big O constant. and so it's kind of cool. Let's compare it. Let's put itself as the input. You can see there the match lengths are all 0, but of course you can see that parse the file in 0.006 seconds, which is 6 thousandths of a second, which that's 8,500 bytes in that. It's pretty good for a little pattern matching thing. So it's no slouch. In fact, the tree matching method is almost as good as the best possible method, which is a assembly optimized pattern matching, which would be pretty cool, but of course I'm not ready to invest that type of time in this program. Let's take a look at some of the functions now. Let's see here. You can grep something, and so so we're looking for the line before a curly brace at the beginning of the line. That'll give us all the functions. You can see here you have main, P2 main. The interesting functions, of course, are pattern input, pattern find, and pattern compare. The pattern input is kind of cool because it allows you to take a string and then compare it, ready it for comparison really easily. And then the compare allows you to compare a tree versus a list, and it returns a match and a matched length. Pattern find is a single layer comparison, which allows compare to do its job very easily. Cool thing about pattern input is that it allows you to have a config file that's very simple. Take a look at that config file. You can see how simple that is. One input to one output, right? So let's modify it to show you what's it like to use this program. We'll say whenever you input hi there, it'll output AltSci, right? And it'd be nice to have 10 minutes is too short, but spaces are a delimiter, so I have to use underscores for these too short. So I'll just save that and then run pattern2 again. You can see there that it got the new 10 minutes is too short. Hi there, AltSci. So of course that error is just a bug in the program, showing off my awesome C coding skills. So you can see when I type in 10 min, it outputs is too short. And then hi there outputs AltSci. And then when you type in something that it doesn't match the entire way, but only matches a short way, it'll only match that first letter, as you can see in the A of AltSci being matched. The LTSci LTSCI gets ignored, which is a good thing when you're drumming really quickly and you might make a mistake. So here's the URL for Rock Band 2 drum system. It only works on Linux, but I hope you're interested anyway. And let me make that URL a little bit easier to see. And hope you enjoyed our time together, and let me know if you're interested in listening to some of the experimental music that I end up writing. Also, the URL will be in the YouTube and the blog entry. Thanks for listening.